Welcome to the Singers with Wings experience.
Fly with me, won't you?
Peace. What's good, guys? How's it going? Hope you guys are doing well. It is officially WrestleMania. We have NXT Stand and Deliver here in a few hours. Ring of Honor did a very good show last night. Supercard of Honor. It was really good. I watched some of it. And I watched SmackDown. Basically, in the background, it was utter bullshit. It was basically filler. A go-home show that was filler. A total waste of 2 fucking hours. A total waste. A total shit show. And I watched Multiverse of Matches. It was an okay show at best. This was just your typical show that could have been on Impact. So please hit the like button, comment down below, and subscribe for more videos. Let's go ahead and get into the review. It's not going to be a long review. Not much happened. The only notable thing that happened was that we saw the return of Taya Valkyrie, and we'll talk about that when we get there. But this show by Impact was not that good. It was a waste of time, in my opinion. I felt like they could have tried a lot harder. They didn't do well at all. And it was just filler. Supercard of Honor totally kicked this thing's ass. Totally. I mean, we saw the return of Samoa Joe, which was fucking awesome. So, we kick the show off with the X Division ladder match involving Jordan Grace, Trey Miguel, Chris Bay, Blake Christian, a.k.a. Trey Baxter, Vincent, and Rich Swann. This was an okay match. Trey Miguel wins. He retains. He climbs the ladder and grabs the belt. Who gives a shit? I gave that a 2 out of 5. Moving on. Oh, and that match only lasted about 10 minutes, which was good. Then we had Matt Cardona and Chelsea Green versus Nick Aldiz and Mickie James. This was relatively short. I think this went about maybe, I want to say, 8 minutes. This was not long at all. This was not long. And basically, Mickie and Nick, they win via a double clover leaf. I get that a 2 out of 5. Like, that could have been a lot better. Like, it could have been a lot better. Then we had Alex Shelley versus Mike Bailey. I don't understand why so many dumb fucks are so high on Mike Bailey. Look, Mike Bailey to me is alright. He's okay. For a work rate guy, he is. But the guy needs some goddamn character. He needs character, man. What the fuck? He's a good wrestler. He's a good in-ring guy. He is. But fuck, he needs a fucking character. Holy shit. And lo and behold, Bailey wins via a fucking roll-up. What the fuck? But this was not the only roll-up of the night. And we'll talk about that shit, too. That was 1 out of 5. You guys know I despise roll-ups. They're overdone. They're overused. And it seems like all promotions use them. From AEW, Impact, WWE, MLW, Ring of Honor. It's just, it's so stupid. Then we had the Fatal 4-Way tag team match for the Knockouts Tag Team Championships involving Decay, The Influence, Tasha Steeles and Savannah Evans, and Lady Frost and Giselle Shaw. The influence they retain, I forgot how they won. I really wasn't even interested in the match. Like, I just kind of like phased out, and I was just like, I don't even really care about this. Like, it was a clusterfuck. Like, I don't know why Impact has to kind of copy the WWE formula with this shit, because like they're doing the same thing. Like, it doesn't make any sense. You could have done Decay versus the Influence again, or something like that. But there was no need for this. It was a waste of fucking time. And it was a 2 out of 5. Next, we had Eddie Edwards versus Ishii. This is a pretty decent match. Ishii wins via the Brain Buster. I get that a 3 out of 5. He's stiff as fuck. Hard-hitting motherfucker. Like, Ishii is that fucking dude. And I think that him and Jonah, they're going to be one of the main matches to steal the show. Speaking of Jonah, we got Moose and Jonah versus PCO and Josh Alexander. This was a really good match as well. Alexander wins via the C4. He hit it on PCO. Moose got out of dodge. He watched from outside of the ring. I gave that a 3 out of 5. Then we had Deonna Purrazzo doing her champ challenge. She put on her triple Reina de Reina championship, AAA Reina de Reina championship. And out came Fabi Apache. This was an okay match. Deonna retains via the armbar. I get that 2 out of 5. Post-match, Taya Valkyrie comes out, gets on the mic, and for whatever reason, like, the audio for both women sucked. I don't know what was on with Impact's audio, but for whatever reason, it was just utter shit. Like, it sounds like they were, like, mumbling. It was extremely awful, but I'm glad that we have Taya back in Impact. She's probably just there just to win the Reign of the Reign championship and go to AAA with Johnny, who's there as well. I wouldn't be surprised if they surprised or shocked if they both came back to Impact for a while as well. Then we got Chris Sabin versus Jay White. The match was good, but it ended in a fucking roll-up. Oh my god, what the fuck? The match was solid. It was a solid fucking match, but it took a damn roll-up to fuck shit up. I gave it a 1 out of 5. I despise roll-ups. Then post-match, for whatever reason, Steve Macklin, he came out. He took out Sabin, but then him and Jay White low-blowed him for whatever reason. And, like, Macklin didn't even sell the fucking thing. Like, what the fuck? Like, dude, are you wearing a cup or whatever? Like, he didn't sell anything. Like, it was just piss poorly done. Then the main event, the Good Brothers versus the Usos. The Good Brothers, they win via the Magic Killer and interference from Jay White and Chris Bay. The Briscoes, they tried here, but not too much. It felt like they were just there to be there because they had a fucking banger of a match against FTR. Like, that right there is going to be one of the matches of the year. Already. It's going to be one of the matches for the year. Like, that match was a fucking banger, guys. If you didn't watch that match, holy shit, go back and watch it. FTR and the Briscoes, the motherfuckers, they went to war. Oh my god, that thing was a motherfucking tag team classic. Holy shit. So, like I said before, the Briscoes, they got some offense in, but it just was not that good. And you can kind of tell they tried, but it just wasn't there. They put like so much effort and time with FTR. Like, they put on a fucking banger. Like, I knew they weren't going to give us a long match with them anyway. And then, like I said before, with the Bullet Club winning, that's kind of cool. And then we go off the air by the Briscoes kind of just, you know, in the ring, just staring them down. And then the Bullet Club, they do the Too Sweet. They Too Sweet each other, and then we go off the air. Now, the reason why I mentioned the Briscoes is I think what they're going to do is they're probably going to end up adding them to that 17 tag team match, because right now you just have the Bullet Club, Violent by Design, probably Motor City Machine Guns, and you're going to have, I would imagine, the Briscoes. I do think that the Briscoes are going to be Impact bound. We're not going to see them in RH. We're not going to see them in AEW. It's just not going to happen, you know, with what went down. It sucks, but it's not going to happen. I don't think they're going to happen. Like, people have to realize, like, when you cross executives, they're not looking at it from a wrestling perspective. So they don't care, like, how awesome the match was. Like they don't. And usually, like, when an executive has their mind set on something, then it's usually set in stone. It's usually over and done with. So it does make sense for the Briscoes. What I would do is just go to Impact, MLW, and NWA, you know, do work over there for a while with all three promotions, and then when everything kind of completely dies down, or if it ever does die down, then they could, you know, see what they could do with AEW. But when you have an executive of Turner Media saying, Warner Media saying we don't want to do business with the Briscoes, then what does that fucking tell you? I mean, they have no choice but to go to, you know, Impact, MLW, NWA. And I do think that if the Briscoes go to Impact, that's going to be fucking huge. That's going to be huge. And I understand people, you know, say, oh, well, they need to be in front of a bigger audience. Look, when stuff like that occurs, you have to take what you can get. And people need to realize that Impact has money. Anthem has money. Anthem's not like some little small company. It's not. It's a $1 billion company. They got a lot of revenue with different things. They've got their hands in a bunch of different things. So, you know, they're doing pretty well for themselves. So on that note, thank you guys for watching. Please hit the like button, comment down below, and subscribe for more videos. I will have NXT out, Stand and Deliver. That'll be out probably around either 4 or 5. Then we've got Mania Night 1. That'll be up tomorrow morning sometime. And then obviously we have Night 2 tomorrow night. Night 1, I'm just so worried about the shit. I feel like Night 1 is going to be the other shit. It really is. I do think that they are going to finally bring in Cody. I do think that's going to happen. So on that note, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
To the end.